from the news and current information section of Maggie FM 90.5. Good evening and a pleasant welcome to Maggie News Flow. Maggie News Flow is a 45-minute of news presentation that captures major happening in Liberia, Africa, and the rest of our one world. This news is featured by our news in the simple Liberian English and of course the new in the Manon vernacular. In today's presentation, my name is Zika and Vlule. These are our top stories. The Ganta Christian Community's interim president vows to foster unity and accountability as interim president of the Ganta Christian Community. National Public Health Institute of Liberia confirms 4 active NPOC cases, urges public to stay calm. The LBNM Executive Secretary challenges government to invest in health workforce. And away from Liberia, in Nigeria crisis, 20,000 fleet military after militant attacks. Those were the news reading headlines. Now keep tuned as we bring you this and many other developments. This break will come back, we bring you our news for bulletin. Welcome back and thanks for rejoining us. In our news, the For Life Zone Vocational Training Institute has successfully graduated a group of armed forces of Liberia personnel who completed the 3 months of hands-on training in technical fields, including solar technology, the CCTV systems, plumbing, electricity, biodigester installation, solar panel maintenance, driving computer, and literacy. The milestone follows a nationwide initiative launched by For Life Zone CEO Francis Vani 3 months ago, which awarded over 1,000 scholarships to various government institutions. Of those, 150 were successfully allocated to the AFL to support skills development among service members. The training program is part of For Life Zone's broader effort to help close Liberia's skills gap and contribute to national development by offering practical development orientation education. The institution, known as a pioneer in innovation, vocational training partners with government agencies to equip Liberians with marketable skills in harsh demand sectors such as renewable energy and security technology. According to the Institute, the program aims to ease the government's burden in youth empowerment, reduce unemployment, and promote self-resilience. Officials of the Institute say the latest achievement highlights its commitment to supporting national priorities in education, workforce development, and sustainable growth. The Executive Secretary and Registrar of the Liberia Board of Nursing and Midwives, the LBNM, Cecilia Flomo, has strongly condemned what she described as the long-standing stereotypes surrounding nurses in Liberia. She emphasized that nurses should no longer be seen as auxiliary staff but as nation builders, economic contributions, and frontline defenders of the health sector. Delivering the keynote address at this year's International Nurses Day celebration held under the global theme, Our Nurses, Our Future, the economic power of care, Flomo warned that chronic underinvestment in the nursing profession, rising from inadequate infrastructure and poor working conditions to stringent career growth and significant and insufficient pay is weakening Liberia's national healthcare system. Flomo also emphasized and criticized the tendency of health sector leadership to downplay or ignore nurses' concerns, particularly regarding the lack of essential supplies and unsafe working conditions. She called on government officials, development partners, and civil society organizations to end the systemic marginalization of nurses and begin recognizing them as critical drivers of Liberia's national development program. Supporting nurses is not an act of charity, it is a deliberate and strategic economic investment in Liberia's sustainable development and societal resilience, she noted. Urging recent reforms, Flomo called on both public and private sectors actors to invest in safer workplaces, continuous professionalism, and professional development, and clear career pathways that allow nurses to advance into leadership and policy making roles. Her remarks come and mounting pressure on Liberia's already strained healthcare system, which continues to face infectious diseases outbreak, workforce shortages, and fragile infrastructure. Also speaking at the event, Benjamin O. Summey, president of the Liberia Nurses Association, lauded the national nurses for their resilience, compassion, and unwavering commitment to care. He described them as the backbone of Liberia's healthcare system. Quoting nursing pioneer Florence Nightingale, Flomo reminded healthcare professionals that nursing is an art rooted in nation, skill, and ethics. She encouraged nurses to conduct themselves in ways that demonstrate them that they are not a burden to the nation, but one of its greatest assets. The National Public Health Institute of Liberia, NPHI, has confirmed 4 active cases of mpox in Liberia, with infections identified among Serrado 2, Maggie 1, and Sano County 1. The confirmation has prompted intensified surveillance and public health response in the affected regions. Speaking at a press conference in Pinsville on Sunday, NPHI Director General Dr. Dr. Chris Nyan called for calm and cooperation, assuring the public that the situation remains under control. Dr. Nyan emphasized that health workers teams are actively engaged in contact tracing, case monitoring, and community awareness to curb further spread. He urged citizens to remain vibrant and vigilant, report symptoms early, and adhere to preventive measures as a frequent hand washing and avoiding close contact with infected individuals. Mount Serrado, Maggie, and Sano counties have been designated priority areas, with health teams mobilized to enhance detection, testing, and education efforts. Of the 78 confirmed mpox cases, so far 77 patients have recovered and no deaths have been reported. The regional distribution of confirmed cases includes Nimba 26, Mount Serrado County 6, Lofa County 7, Bonk 7, Riverside 7, Sano 6, Grand Bassa County 6, Maggie 4, Maryland County 2, River G County 1, Grand Cute 1, Bombing County 1, Grand Cape 1, and Grand Jide 1 confirmed case. Public attention heightened after well-known comedian Jabete disclosed in a viral video that he had contracted mpox and was undergoing treatment. Mpox, formerly known as monkeypox, is a viral zoonotic disease that causes fever, fatigue, swollen lymph nodes, and skin rashes. It spreads primarily through close physical contact with infected individuals, animals, or contaminated materials. In partnership with the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Liberia has received 10,800 doses of mpox vaccine. So far, over 2,000 frontline and hard-working individuals, including health workers and laboratory personnel, have been vaccinated. Additionally, the Ministry of Health have reactivated its emergency outline and hotline numbers 4455 to enable the public to report suspected cases and access guidelines. Health authorities continue to urge the public to rely on officials' information, remain calm, and support ongoing response efforts aimed at reporting communities across Liberia. The Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, the MGCSP, in collaboration with key land ministries and international partners, has launched a major initiative aimed at promoting gender equality, reducing gender-based violence, and increasing access to education and economic opportunities for women and girls in six climate vulnerable countries, that's counties in Liberia. The launch began with a one-day orientation workshop in Monrovia aimed at scrutinizing stakeholders in Montserrado County about the Liberian Women Empowerment Project, the LWEP, which is expected to benefit approximately 267,200 people in 998 communities, including 36,000 individuals who will receive livelihood grants. The MGCSP is the lead implementing agency supported by the Ministries of Agriculture, Health, Education, Finance, and Internal Affairs. The project is being executed by a consortium of non-governmental organizations (NGO) led by Plan International Liberia. Other consortium members include the Action Aid Liberia, Catholic Relief Services, Media Liberia, Keep Liberia Foundation for Community Initiatives, the FCR, Defense for Children International, DCI, the VAMO, and Raising Voices. Funded by the World Bank, the LWEP is valued at US $44.6 million, delivered through a combination of grants and loans. The initiative targets 70% women and 30% men for the participating counties. Speaking at the opening of the contribution workshop, Mother Elizabeth Bar Johnson, Executive Director of Action Aid Liberia, hailed the project as a transformative step toward disseminating inequality and empowering communities. She at the same time called on traditional leaders, educators, and youth groups, religious institutions, and other stakeholders to lead their support, emphasizing that their leadership and cultural insight are essential to the progress of the nation. Pastor Otello P. Fayah has been appointed as the interim president of the Ganta Christian Community, pleading to lead with a vision centered on unity, transparency, and spiritual renewal. Speaking through our microphone, Pastor Fayah emphasized that fostering unity among churches in Ganta and its surrounding areas will be a top priority during his tenure. He revealed plans to ensure that every church within Ganta and its environs becomes an active member of the Ganta Christian community, reinforcing a spirit of togetherness and collaboration across denominations. As part of his commitment, he announced the formation of several key committees, including a prayer committee, an election committee, and others to strengthen the community's administrative and spiritual framework. Additionally, the interim president plans to introduce regular fast and prayer sessions along with the appointment of financial controllers to oversee the community finances, ensuring sound stewardship and openness in all financial dealings. Pastor Fayah's leadership marks a new chapter of the Ganta Christian community, with a renewed focus on spiritual unity, organizational effectiveness, and inclusive participation from churches across the region. And that's the news this evening on Maggie News Flow. Stories making headlines tonight on this presentation on Maggie News Flow. The LBNM Executive Secretary challenges government to invest in health workforce. Ganta Christian Communities interim president vows to foster unity and accountability in his administration. National Public Health Institute of Liberia NFIL confirms 4 active mpox cases, urges public to stay calm and away from Liberia. Over 20,000 flee Matri after military attacks in Nigeria. Let's now go for this break. We'll come back with John Omen Stanley Nwanye Kawe for the news in its simplified form, in the modern vernacular, as well as the news in the simple Liberian English. This break shortly. We'll come back. Stanley is up next.
Good evening, my people. My name is Stanley Wanyakawe with the Liberia Simple English News. The 1 year is say the old man they call Pastor Otello Fire. They made a few days they say they not take him to be in the people chair as holy there because they call him interim leader. He will be there now until they will have what you call voting. So old man Fire, he is the new chairman or leader for the Ganta Christian community. He there so that all the other things that they want to do, that they voting, he will make sure that all those things are there. They few days, Pastor Fire, he say, because they not getting a worker, what he will try to do is, he wants so that all the Christians that are in Ganta, they will come together. And then all the other churches who are not members of the thing, they will make sure that he bring all of them so they can be serious member of the Ganta Christian community. So he say he will reinforce, he will bring them together by making all of them so that they can work together as one people. He said because he want to do it, he announced to the people that what he will do is that he will first of all start for the people to be having prayer team, election committee, and other that will be doing other things like he will put them together, will be working, that will be the head for all the small work, then you will do it. And he said they want it was not in the first 1 year, that one. So and then he turn around, he say he who is the interim president for now, he will try by all means so that he can pull a fast and prayer so that everybody now will be coming so that they can pray together. The church then they will be having fast and prayer. All the other different churches when they come together, they be having a church or fast and prayer. He said they want when they're doing it, it will help for all the church members then to be together. That the Christian and other than in the same era. He said you also want so that the church then they can come together, then the money what they can make in a Ganta Christian community so that they will be able to control it together as one people. So Pastor Fire is the new person. He say he wants so that the Ganta Christian community group what they're talking about for it to be serious in doing it. Then the 1 year is say the other group what they call the executive secretary for registration for the medicine business, the nursing business, and our man then work and deliver our sister then they say they are big person they call Cecilia Flomo. She say the thing what the people doing they fit and what they say they are nursing. The other people who they are not real title them, but the nurses who go to school for the medicine business for 3 years where they get small degree what they call BSc, they call them title or nursing. Then they say the people then they are not real worker and they are just title helper. Then he say man Cecilia Flomo say that other thought that is not good. Nobody must say that thing. Don't pay. They are not just hand helper, but the people, they are the one that building the country. So nobody must look at them in that kind of way and say, "Hey, how the people be working there, be calling them hand helper?" Nobody, because the people when they're not there, it can't be good. So they were saying it in the time the hard day they are nurses entitled them big day. The time they were celebrating a big day, they were happy. That time she say it. She said that they are all died to them. Their thing what they carry on that day to turn, they say our nurses, our tomorrow. That means all our people then who working like giving all medicine, what they call them nurses, you say our nurses then and then our tomorrow, because while they are there, it will give us tomorrow. Sometimes we'll get sick, like people will get run to quick way to get medicine. So that the one that they say there. Then you say man Flomo, he say they want here your man not be talking here. The some people here they want so that they can be good people, they must go to school and become good people in that thing. So that when it comes to the working era, then the work will be all red, then it will grow and make the so that the people because when you know a Google, you will make good money, you will be paid good, and it will also help to make Liberian medicine business good so that our citizens can be living good life in good health. She say there is no other way that you can work here when you not know the thing good. Then she call on the government. She say the government, she tell the government that they must help, they must bring money, they must put their hand together so that they can take all the other nursing there. The other people why they not looking at, there are some people they just working, they call them nursing, but they not looking at, they call them marginalization. They say they marginalize them. So they say the people why they not looking at them, they must try by all means to bring them back so that they all can be working, because they are all the worker in a worker business. So that the one or Madam Cecilia Flomo say, she say she beg the government people and even the people who are not government, who in a private business, they must help. They must help in their working places. They must help with medicine. They must help with money. They must help with their ideas so that they can make the work to be good for the Liberian people. It 1 year is say the other group they call them GCC interim president. The GCC. They say for full light zone. They Ganta people they get other group here they call them GCC people. That one you hear I will say that the GCC they nothing they are cheer over to Pastor Fire. So they 1 year they say they few day 3 months ago the Soya people that in the country. Our Soya people, when you know the people, our Soya men, they gone men. They said 3 months ago, they get group what they call full life zone vocational training school, where they carry them to go train them. They say they few times they now finish the training good. So the group or they are coming from the army, they put them outside. Yeah, that a good thing with them. They put them outside because they train, they go learn the things so that they can do the work good. Some of the way they go learn that to put all what they call soda tech, and you know the other new lead then are coming, they get a battery where they can put on the sun. They say the people now they go learn to work on it, how to can do it. Then they say the other people now they can work on it, what they call plumbing, that they people now work can put a water system there in the hall. Then the people who can also work on the current, they our electricity, they also go do it and put it there. So they also learn to see how the community, the ground then are there. What are some of the things that they need in the community so that they can maintain it for them to take it from there so it can be good. Then they say they also go there to learn what they call computer. And you know the computer, the new thing what the children can be crying for now. All school almost get it. They say the machine what they bring now. The machine here, it can help. So when they learn it, it can help them. So they fit about 3 months, they get plenty soil. They go there, they go learn the thing here, and because they now learn it good, they say they few days, the people put them outside the group, what they call full life zone vocational school. So they say, yeah, the people, they are all soil there, they now learn good, they now know the thing, so we will not keep them here. So government can't take your people. So they fit they put them outside, that the one that will get it. So the people, the country people, they look at the people now so that they can do good well now in the country. They 1 year they say the other government here were in front of the or signal business in like what they call or NAFA. They say NAFA say that they few times they now come and they say yeah they signal what they call monkey pox. What the new were talking all year they say that true they get 4 or going on case they get 4 that signal nana in Liberia. They say they signal they NAFA say all of you that in the country the citizen you be careful. They say we should be careful so that we can't get it. They say the signal they get some they play what they get it. They say they get some in Monserrado, they get some in Maggie, they get some in Sano counties. They say NAFA people say that true. NAFA people finish say that true. We send people also to go check the people what they call surveillance group. They say we send people also to go look around so that they can see. They say if you the big person for the NAFA in PNV on this gone Sunday, the person was talking. They called our person Director General Dugbe Chris Nya call for. Can you say your will not be trouble, your hold your heart. Even though the thing we hearing it, but your hold your heart. You say the public people, you must sit down. You remain sitting down. Because they will do everything to make sure that everything honor. Even though the monkey pox, they say it in Liberia. That you see the team there, they working hard to make sure that all the people that get the sickness, that not get it, all the people, the papa, they sit down with, they talk with them, they running behind them, they looking for them so that they can know them, they can take them for them to go and go take their own medicine too. They say in Monserrado County, Maggie and Sano, they finish taking a place where they will take them to be giving them medicine there. Then they say another area again, they will try by all means to settle places. Then they say on or the 78 or monkeypox signal, what they say in Liberia, they say 78% get it in Liberia. They 78% that get the monkeypox in Liberia, they divide it small. All the other countries, then when they find it in, they divide. Then they say they 78%, 77 people, they now get well. Nobody die. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. They say that 78% will get a monkeypox. The monkeypox here, 77 people come from there. They now take treatment. They now get well. And a good news I want there. So like when people will tell God, thank you that our people they now get well. Then they say the people now who working, they say yeah. Even though our 77 people not get well, but they play where the signal they come from. That will tell you. They say in Niba country that 26 people come from Niba country that were having a monkeypox. Then they say in Monserrado 6, Lofa County 7, Bon County 7, Riverside 7, Sano County 1, Sano County 6, Grand Bassa County 6, Maggie County 4, Maryland County 2, River G 1, Grand Cru 1, Bon 1, Grand Cape Mount County 3, and Grand Julia County 1. So that they play the signal. The signal coming from so that the one will get it they feed it. They say anywhere you people are, they get the number where when you see the kind of people then with the kind of thing, you can call them quickly. The number they get, they say that 44555. So that the number then they get there. Okay, that all we get there for you people for the simple Liberian English. And so quickly, we now turn back to go to our people now in Manon to tell them what we get here for them. And so quickly, I turn to the Manon side. Tout le monde non fait de ka manyi pie mo onka de ka yare kaka o sambo nuke nge katu de ko mo katu wa mo e aje ezia de to kere ko nyi mian de oben onyi won die la bi azira me o gere na fa me oben wa lo die wa gegede e wa yara me o gere monke pole ame o de kwa pa ma me osi sobe la o gegede de wona ka kere ya ekribe asale ba la bi ake de ka mo wa ge ayi se popo le be de ka mo let the yoke up your labias ya the wa again there come on. wage pa na me na abe ogade title dugba nya craze or craze nya da be emi buka wonsu we ka be won me ododie age ododie omia for the sense mo ke odo onyin popie de le mo me odo agan ke o ayido age do ododie wage kede de le da mo adune to mosraro kante le abende ayade me sono dinge magibi kante sano kante le be o yade yi be sono be ben o ben wage olu odie le odo le gan si pia wage nja e ki wa punken ke abokire nya ben edie da e wome ke kele agesre nya kakpreze ka yakazula je kazu e pepe kun ka moka jatan bi wa kazina bazino fefe ka ke ya kele o anyeke ke abokire agegre mosraro kante magibi kante sano kante wage wa le donc ne wa si ke miele ben ya e kele lo ko moka okay aben wa anye ko mo e mie be odo no ka ben o ke me le zira ka lebe le odo de wage kele ya ekrive ka o be miele o ben e ko mo labia selezie e ke mia vun srapite wala srakaka ke abokire mia vun srapite wala sraka ekrive mia vun srapite wala srapite ben wala ayi ba to kire mi dure ya wala tamo ka wabo kire mia vun srapite wala sraka de kire mi gbe no fere ba ga opie wala zuo wala ya e ba ka kule popo mu zuo ke ma papaya kabo clear elo ide wa ke kere ya ekribe nene ego on pesi ego akakante ibe go atoge wa kere kwa panima kante zibe ben avun pide wala srado mosrado ben asrado lofa kante asra pide bon kante sra pide rivers sra pide sano kante srado grand basso kante srado magibi kante yise merlin pide river g do grand cru do bon do grand ke mankante yaka grand jide kante do kabo clear odo die wa kekede mo esu ekribe wa do odie wa miavoke na me na aben de ye won kala ben de la bia zero gade jabate ben edo edie tano tai le ayata same agegede ye no ni ma ya e ma sio kanu newe kabo clear wa do odie ke won su ge ben wa gen age kwa ya kwasula mo ekribe wa ke wa miasi ke okelege pa wa ge miano fe de kwa de su ye ke am de kwa sre ya ye kwa mi agende won suge de omo wage wa nimno no mana wa no ko de to kide kwa yise sorry kwa asuke no zale ga kire ka ba no ma ke ba adu no ba we glora ba pa to mo na de ba adu ba osuke olo we sare to oni we mo so mi no fere de ka da pike de ne ka pi gbe de won suge ke la mo olo no de o ko kwa gni ko do aka ka me enye si ke da aye krisia me agekere no wa kola kueba de aya me ogere full life zo group la ben wa do die le oge soja vo be ben wa do odie kebe frino de ke ben do pe meda wa egre do wa clear wa mo pege wa mena ka wa clear oge wa group la mo gre full life zo la ben odo wa mi meda po gbo be ka ben wa do die wa mi brise ben wa obo o ke boy wa obo ba de to pe o la mena wa nyam wa be ba mo popo o botai o gban pleasant ke olugba odie ke bi busu ya folo ka ke ben olugba o si yo olugba ogo amena pe ke odo wa ke abokle wa ge kwatie dele nubale asi plate de be da ko da kagbana to tie to nyine a tie no to ake peke a ino kuma be odo wa meda click o abe o ada kwasere be ke abokle de wa ge de won abe agben na yi ne enu ke do mi ba na igbo kato ipeke ke ipedai ke pe bu ne fa ke ro guri ami abe ojobo ke be o ga lo ga de premier ben odo wa meda click entiable ye o ke me be odo wa meda de mi abe odo no ke zide won gbegbe la ka egbo won mo no sere kese won no be odo ben wa meda click le wa ke gre adela ben wa da bare to gre kwa pekuru anu ne gbare ku ga de computer la ke ono be wa mena gba sigu be so ya fo clear be odo wa meda wa gre won su ye clear do die o mi abu se bopo de wa kele ola wa ge mi aben de won ga ben adie ka o ga france vane je la ben do die de won ke age de se mi o si ke o won ga ke mi un do fun sorry da ben o si ya ke mi o ke o le abu o go su ya fo ben pie do won ke wa mena wala su ke ka ben kaloka ka go boy de zino la ka de be o si da me ka kes la dia se de be eto de ka ke na ka be clear ka do ka di ka me to ka yin ka di ka ke ka o kre wa ge ke ayeze age kre kwa nye kemia le oben o la dia zibe aya no o gare nursing bo le ben pavo do avoda o ben o medan de o pe medan de da ben o le kon le bo la o gele me wa be ben o si ni wo popo lo gare si se la fun be ede age wona ka gebe kele be me na ben o yo kele o ben wa that of wo popo kala ben o si nursing vo be ben la gele me ka abu me afri lo ka be age ma we su ke yo wa se ka kan amo age nursing vo be wo o sto se be adom me because wo la o nye kala wa mo do sin ka that on vo be la o si that bo wai nursing vo be da wo ye wo yi popo wa de ge me su be da wa de ge me na wa nye do me wa bi that vo ye ake me pe won ka wa no wa ye wo ka wa do ke o to ba nese vo kle ke ke mi dun age kele nese vo be ono bu mo de mi afrika o mi akosin pi naka ai de you man we pin ka ke o do sin o so o do di o ko ya me o ka we ka o mo de no de ke si o do ka ke kwa that on be kwa nese me be ke o be o fan ka e wa o gbe o yo wa ke age kele ta ya o di di age gunu mi ne kele ka pere se ka no me na ko ben ko ze le ko ben o be o nese no ka be o yo ke kli be bu mo de ke be ke no de ake do di epuka gumne de kele okumo ne popo no ne pero fifika ke obo do di aye ku plesele aye ze ben na me na be ogere pastor otelo fire be ben taya ben aben wa si wala mi ando koloke la zele aben ayale gabalo gere gapa Christian Community Organization be ben odo die ole oname otelo fire ben wa si taye ke aben blessing kano ke yin ke tang like la mo to aka kri ke omi sigba popo ke aben ke di si mika ke wa gre na me otelo fire ben die agegere na muka gebe le kan si ke unke nye ke se be mo me ka to akiri ke mi kala se ka si be pe no ka ke be to ke no medo gaga mi na o mo ba be sinsin emi wala ka sinsin na be agale gapa na ke o sinsin o no ke ba ke kwa ke do ke ko yobo ke akekiri age ye ka mbo ne se ye abe o mi don si be mbo ne ke abe o kinge di de ke mi esi age nsi pe no ka ke ba na ke mi sinsin do ke ba na ke to ze nsin bo duro ke be to mi ogun senebo emia oben odo nyenke kwa pere won mo emia ore kwa kinge dide be na odo ke adesi mi aka odo ke aka ke wa keke ke won pinpin egben de so de akeke na emia na ka ben ka de mo ka ben ka sensen kanu kwa ye kwa kiba kwa senebo kwa kiba a ete ke serebe ke a ido di ensin ke wala wo be ke eke kuna zeka ake na me fire ben ede di ageke de ganta mi ben de ka ganta gapa Christian voka nkazu popo ake kwa luka kiba ke kwa ye ke wala wo be ete pa ye zida ka kokule zingi pio ne kuna kaka pie de akegre ke mabe na ntika de ka su popo bi aye ka no kokule de kuna kaka pie ye ka kunwe magba ke akono ke zale ke ma si ma no sika bene ke eto ba kle nya be ke ba kuwe benzi le zida ka le no ka tuo.
Yes, indeed, the simplified version of our news is a regular feature here on Maggie News Flow. Coming up next is our foreign development here on this presentation. Many thanks to the man standing Kawe for bringing us up to speed with our news in its simplified form. In our foreign development, at least 20,000 people have fled the town of Maggie in northeastern Nigeria following a surge in attacks by Islamic militants, according to Bomo State Governor Bagana Zulum. Maggie near the border with Cameroon had been resettled 4 years ago after years under insurgent control, but was recently overthrown again by suspected Boko Haram and the ISDAP fighters. Zulum visited Macho after militants briefly seized a local army base last week, killing at least 5 soldiers. He also toured nearby Ren, where another base was attacked, and plans to revisit Kalama Blast, where 23 farmers were reportedly killed. The region has been a race in military activity in 2025, raising fears that Islamist groups are emerging ground. Over the past 16 years, insurgency has displaced more than 2 million people and killed thousands. Zulum warned that relocating displaced residents to camp, like the one in Dakawa, could expose young people to recruitment by militant raising. Military fear more violence could force them from their homes and regions. And that's the foreign news this evening on Maggie News Floor. With the time 9 minutes past, that's 11 minutes past 9 o'clock, and shortly we will take our lone development here on our actuality segment this evening on Maggie News Floor. This break, we'll come back, we'll bring you our actuality here this evening. And so, sir, good afternoon. And so this evening, we brought a story concerning the Christian community where Pastor Otero P. Fire has been appointed as the interim president of the Ganta Christian community to oversee the affairs of the Christian community for the coming weeks. He today spoke to our microphone, emphasizing to foster unity among churches in Ganta and its environment. Here is Pastor Otero P. Fire speaking with the press.
Yes.
How true is the information?
Yes, it is true. Living Water called for this meeting, and we've been in it for like 1-2 days. Yes, and then we went to an election.
How does it feel for you accepting such a role as the president for the Ganta Christian community?
Well, for me, it's not really bad because I wanted to run to be a chairman, the chairman proper for the Ganta Christian community the first time, but I didn't run again because somebody came and talked with me and said, "Oh, please let me go," and we let him to go. And then so this time I decided again to go, but then some of my friends also are encouraging me, say, "No, we beg you, please let us go." So I decided to wait. But then in the meeting there, because our present chairman, which is Reverend Tongsin Yomi, ended their cycle. So I believe one way or the other he want to stay wrong to be chairman proper. But then in that process he can remain in chair and then he run. So we decided to have an interim chairman, and so that we can be able to prepare the ground for those who want to run. So I decided to accept it so that at least I can be able to help to prepare the ground for those who will run.
Is it that the friends that are telling you to step aside and give chance to other people to contest? Is it that they don't want you to become the legitimate leader for the Christian community?
No, not that. The first time I was a little bit busy.
Okay.
Yeah, I have some little engagement. So one of our father, who is Reverend Patrick Petty, came to me and said, "Oh, my son, I want to run." So I couldn't reject him. So I said, "Okay, but no problem, you can go ahead, I will step aside." So I stepped aside, but he was not successful. And they laid Lakwa down, and Tongsin Yomi, Reverend Tongsin Yomi was able to succeed. And so this time around, I decided again, but then I have some close friends who came and said, "We beg you, please allow us so that we can go." So I decided, no problem, because there are time for everything. Yes.
So what is your vision towards the Christian community in Ganta taking on this new role as the interim president?
Well, my vision is to see that all churches in Ganta and its surrounding come together, and not only coming together, but to work in great love and unity, and do things and push one another agenda, and to help one another, strengthen one another churches. And also I want to see that we have more than one John services, because one John service cannot serve us because the churches are many. And just imagine if you take 12 churches, you still have more other churches. So sometimes it will take you 3, 4, 5 years and they have not reached to your place. You just feel that the Christian community have rejected you. But it's because of the number.
Do you currently have joint service in Ghana? Yes. How many?
Yeah, we can have joint service, but only one joint service.
And you hope to expand it to how many?
Expand it to at least 3 or 4 different joint service in different communities.
So I'm taking over as a intern president of the Ghana Christian community. So what have been the feedback of the Christian community in Ghana?
Oh, people have been very excited, very much excited. People keep calling. That will be answered by by those who will be accepted by the community to serve as chairman, for some time being. But really on the mind of the Christian community, we have these things on our mind to see how best to talk about some of those things and see how best we can handle some of those things. Because if we are together, all the churches are together to have someone who will have the heart of this.
And under your leadership, I don't know for how long you will be there. What does the community hope to see from you?
Well, the first thing is to organize a very good platform for
Pastor Otello P. Fire there talking to the press on his appointment as the interim president of the Ghana Christian community. And that's how we come to the end of today's edition of Maggie News Flow. Join us tomorrow at 8:30 for another edition of the program Maggie News Flow. Just before we leave you, we will bring you our major stories here this evening. Stories making headlines tonight on this presentation. GCC interim president vows to foster unity and accountability as interim president of the Ghana Christian community. The National Public Health Institute of Liberia, NPHIL, confirms 4 active NPO cases, urges public to stay firm. The LBNM Executive Secretary challenges government to invest in health workshop. And away from Liberia, in Nigeria crisis, 20,000 flee Maggie after militant attacks. And that's the news presentation this evening on the program Maggie News Flow. Many thanks to our news contributors and coordinators who have in packaging today's presentation. Thanks to the men standing who simplified our news in the manner and the simple English vernacular. And on behalf of the team, my name is Zika Vrude, bidding you a pleasant and God bless Tuesday, that's Monday night. Goodbye. Coming up next on this radio is Youth Ministry by Radio. Please keep tuned as we bring you the best we have for you right here on Maggie FM 90.5.